Hello and welcome to your reading. This is the Awakened Jenn. I'm Jennifer Halliburton with the Awakened Jenn Tarot. I'm a Soulful Revolution certified tarot reader, spiritual advisor, and healing and manifestation coach. I'm here to help bring you direction and guidance for your spiritual path. Each week on my channel, I do a weekly energy forecast to see what is coming at us for the week ahead. We talk about the current astrology affecting us for the week. I share angel messages that I have been receiving, and I pull cards from the tarot to get a read for the energy of the week as well. So if this sounds in alignment with you and you'd like to learn more, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified every time a new video is released. I'm also available for private readings, and you can find that information down in the description box below. So before we get started, I'd like us to do the invocation to call in the spirit team. And so we'll take 3 deep breaths together and then we'll do the invocation. So if you close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths with me, breathe in. That's 1. Breathe in. That's 2. Breathe in. That's 3. I now call in my angels, archangels, ascended masters, my higher self, and guardian angels to please enter this present space and time. I call upon Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around us. Only beings of the highest vibration of pure love and light may enter in. So be it. All right. So last week, I focused on the astrology that's happening today on 5/18. So today is that big manifestation energy. So make sure that today you are setting your intentions and keeping your vibration high. Have in your head a visualization of what it is that you're trying to bring into your life. Like really visualize the life that you are wanting to bring in, the life that you're wanting to live. What life is it? What is that? What does your day-to-day look like? Get very clear in your head, about what that looks like, what that feels like. And so once you start getting that picture shape, then I want you to think of what is one thing you could do today that is actively moving you closer towards that mission. Um, all right, so this astrology of this week, I am going to pull up another board for us. Okay. All right, so I'm going to focus on just a few of the astrology things that are happening this coming week because we do still have a lot going on. And so this is actually my birth chart that I have up, but this outer line here is the transits that are happening on the day of the full moon, because that's really what I'm focused on this week is this full moon energy. So we do have that we're moving into Gemini season on Monday, the 20th. And so Gemini season lasts through from May 20th through June 20th. And I'm going to read just a little bit about Gemini. Okay. No one is free, even the birds are chained to the sky. Bob Dylan. Communication is key. Be versatile and quick at this time. You must also be mindful because people are talking. Gemini is a charming sign full of whimsy and fun and is ruled by the planet Mercury, named after the Roman god of wit and winged thought. Geminis are chatty and their minds act like quicksilver. Geminis prefer to do things fast, not because they're boisterous, but because they become bored with anything tedious and not immediately fun. Words are everything to a Gemini. They adore books, but hardly ever read them entirely. What is the most important to a Gemini is an exchange of ideas and communication. However, they like to discuss ideas, but tend to be poor listeners. Geminis are Geminis are fascinated by their own thoughts rather than the ideas of others. As Geminis are curious about everything, they tend to be expert on a number of different topics. They also love stories and gossip. Those intelligent minds should always be fed, whether with gossipy tales or the most erudite or philosophical pursuits. They like both. They usually have a small computer on their person to access social media and play games. This twin sign is one of the smartest in the entire zodiac. However, Geminis tend to be insecure in their views, so change their opinions often. Geminis are not very patient, thus may not enjoy school that much, yet thrive when studying something that they are truly interested in. Geminis have a fickle and dual nature. They change their minds on a whim. What is true for them today may not be true tomorrow. They get distracted easily and are highly nervous. A more appropriate word is flighty, so attention disorders can crop up. A dual sign, many Geminis are left-handed or ambidextrous. Geminis are extremely deft at making things with their hands. Gemini is the sign of the brain. They are always inventing and also the eyes and the nervous system. Geminis have clear, bright eyes that dart around and they have broad foreheads. They are forever youthful and they are all air. Geminis are light on their feet. They do have passions, but sometimes they can't find it. Even so, this is the most charming sign, and Geminis have many friends and easily attract romantic partners who share their sense of fun. So, happy birthday to all the Geminis out there. I have a few in my life that I'm excited to celebrate in this season. So on the 23rd, we have the full moon in Sagittarius, in which it's the opposite sign of Gemini is Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, this full moon in Sagittarius is about adventure, fun, and play. Ready for action, connect with your inner voice, authenticity, and a quest for truth. What I noticed when I pulled up, the charts, just kind of looking at the energy, the first thing I noticed when I looked was I have this conjunction here with the moon on that day, which is a Uranus conjunction. I mean, and it's the exact degree too. It's a 25-degree is the moon, and I'm at 25 degrees for my Uranus, so it's an exact conjunction. I'm kind of nervous about what that means because Uranus is about the unexpected, but this is just my chart. But we do have, okay, the moon is opposite this Venus Jupiter conjunction that's happening down here. And so this is at 29 degrees and this is at 25 degrees. So it's not super, super tight of a conjunction, but it is enough to still kind of see some activation of that. And then even with this conjunction right here, I think I saw that Venus was at 28 degrees and Jupiter was at 29 degrees. So it's not super, super tight, but it's still close enough to be considered a conjunction and opposition. So I'm just kind of looking at that energy. I just want to bring some awareness to it as to, okay, so I looked at what it meant for the Venus Jupiter conjunction. And we have growth of love relationships, deeper meaning and value of life. And it's also connected to your money and your resources. So let's see, connecting that with Venus opposite the moon is a need for love and affection. And so I think that, like, one of the things that I'm kind of picking up from this is because full moons are about, releasing the things that no longer serve you. So I think that as we're doing that introspection, we're going to be looking at how to expand love in our life, how to expand our love relationships, and what is that deeper meaning of love to us. So we're going to get really deep about what does love really mean to us? What do we want for our love relationships? How can we really flourish in our love relationships? That's where I'm connecting this the most. And so with that opposition with the moon, see, that's the thing that's causing you to really introspect that and to just kind of, what do I need in relationship in order to be fully fulfilled? And so I think that that's how we're going to be using this energy, is that we're going to get clear about that. We're going to get clear about, what our needs are and how to expand love in our life. And, it's just all being, work together through all of these different energies, at play here. So I think that it's going to be interesting. But like I said, with me on on that day, on the 23rd, I'm a little concerned because Uranus is about the unexpected. And so as I'm just looking at just how all of this is playing in, because that's going to that's going to put an opposition here too with the Uranus and this too. And so I'm just like, oh my goodness, this could be an interesting day for me. All right, so we're going to move on from there, and I'm going to start pulling some cards. All right. So I'm going to be pulling cards from my Angel Numbers or Oracle. I'm going to use the Moonology messages, and then I will use the Souls on Fire Tarot to pull the spread from. All right, so we are going to start with the Angel Numbers, in which I did see several Angel Numbers this week. I would say the ones that I was seeing the most were like 1133, 1155, the ones that had 11 in it, like, but with also the double digit. I did see 1244 was one that I had seen. I have not had time to look up what I thought those represented yet, so I might have them as part of this message, but those are ones that I've been seeing. The 1244 is the one I'm probably the most curious about what that one means, and I'm going to look that one up probably after I'm done. All right. Only messages for the highest good, and anything we need to hear will come out in this reading today. All right, so what is our angel number for the week? Have 0505. Unexpected shift. Okay. There's the Uranus showing up. Divine intervention, sudden challenges, love, pleasant surprises. I'm going to take that one. Pleasant surprises. I don't know why in my head the surprises don't always feel like that they're going to be good things. We're going to take this as a pleasant surprise. Gut feeling. Ay, ay, ay. This number serves as a gentle nudge to pursue whatever interests you most. It's possible that something could rock your boat, but you'll end up exactly where you belong, which could be in somebody's arms, your dream job, or abroad. So 0505, zeros are the energy of divine destiny. And then 5 is about that change. So, I mean, we have divine shifts coming. And I mean, I've definitely felt it with this energy. Like I said, for me specifically, I've got my eyes on the 23rd as the day that this is going to be showing up for me. But you'll have to let me know what your unexpected shift is as well. And if any of you want me to look at your birth charts, I can do that. I'm still fairly new at it. So, like, it's not something that I offer a lot, but I'm really getting into it and enjoying it a lot. And so if you want me to look at your birth chart, I would love to do that. All right. Let's see. We're going to move forward with the Moonology. I feel a little scattered today, so I do apologize. My son graduated last night. They had his graduation at 7:30 p.m. And so after having a long day of working and then sitting for the graduation, and then it was still late when I got to bed, I'm kind of dragging today. All right. So what messages do we have from the Moonology deck? What do we need to know about this week? Particularly about this unexpected shift. What's shifting? Moonstruck, take a break. Moonstruck. It's page 98. The word moonstruck sounds dreamy and gorgeous, but in fact, it means someone who's gone a little crazy. Drawing this card means that you may be becoming obsessive or just going too far with regards to whatever situation it is that you're asking about. It's like someone who says they're madly in love. Madly? Is that really a good idea? This card comes with a message to get your feet back on the ground. If you've been a little bit hysterical or histrionic, it's time to pare that back as well. Take a couple of deep breaths to get your situation into perspective. There's nothing to be gained by allowing yourself to be completely and utterly overwhelmed by your emotions. Think of the cycles of the moon. The moon takes a full fortnight to move from full to new. She grows a little in size each day as she swells to her beautiful full self. So, when you draw this card, you need to allow things to progress at a more appropriate pace. So, additional meanings: slow down, being manic won't help, and breathe, drop the drama, and give this situation time to unfold. And so it's just a call to slow things down. But one thing that I did get from this, just connecting it back to this 0505, this unexpected shift, I think that maybe you may not be the crazy one. I think that we may be dealing with some people who are going to be seeming a little crazy, seeming a little bit their responses are not going, their reactions are not going to be equivalent to, the situation. So I think that that's something that we're going to need to be mindful of. It's just like that the energy is high. And so people are just going to be just a little bit off. I think that there is protection, just seeing this divine intervention. I think whatever does show up, even if it's, ugly, even if it brings, some drama with it, I think that it still will end up putting you right where you need to be. I think that this might be just that one little, like that just has to happen. It's just that one thing that just kind of has to happen. And it's an unexpected kind of thing because it's not something that you would have even thought to try because it's possibly something that's negative. All right. So let's go ahead and start pulling from the tarot for the week. So I'm going to use a week ahead spread. It's got 7 cards to it. All right, so show me what's going on in this week ahead with this full moon and Sagittarius energy. This unexpected shift that's coming. Tell me more about this. This showing. 2 of Cups, that's a high-level soulmate connection. And that full moon is connected to love. It is connected to your expanding love. So the energy of the week is the Chariot. So the Chariot is very fast moving energy, and it's usually got 2 opposing directions. And we've got, things trying to go separate directions. But so the message of this card, though, is that you do have the ability to coax this into the direction that you want it to go. What seems like it's going in different directions, what seems like it's not going to work out, you actually have the ability. This is like a MacGyver card to me. And so this is like you have the street smarts, you have the skills necessary. You know how to talk to people, you know how to work with people, you know how to make the situation turn into what you want it to be. All right. So, something unexpected that will arise. We want to know. The World. So the World is something is closing out. Something is ending, but it's to take you somewhere else. This card is also about travel, but I see this as a portal energy. So I do think that something is definitely closing out, and we'll look a little bit closer into that after I get all the cards out. So there is an ending. How can we stay grounded and balanced through this energy? Tower. You just have to allow it. You can't control a tower. You just have to embrace yourself and allow the stuff that's trying to leave to leave. And I mean, you're just hanging on, but knowing that whatever is actually meant for you can't be fully taken from you. So I mean, you just have to trust the process. You can't. There's not really a lot you can do. You cannot control a tower. This is coming, whether you want to deal with it or not. All right. Wow. So I'm just going to say I've pulled three cards and all of them are major arcana. So this is a major week. That's Cancer, Sagittarius, and Scorpio so far. And so that's water energy. Um, Important emotions that you will feel through this. The Five of Cups. So that is grief, that is disillusionment, it's disappointment. It is life did not turn out the way that you hoped it would. But the beautiful part of this card is that while this person is so focused on everything that they don't have, everything that's leaving their life, everything that has been all used up and no longer useful for them, there's these two cups right behind them. The two cups represents the two of cups that is the high level soulmate connection. It is high level love is right there. It is still for you. Once you get out of this, once you kind of get over, okay, you acceptance that these are no longer going to be useful for you. You have to get rid of them. We have to get new. Okay. Okay. So what is something that will be inspiring to us this week? The Emperor. So this is the divine masculine energy. This could be a literal return of the divine masculine. It could also just be standing in your power, stepping into your power. And how will your spirit guides communicate with, oh, wait. Oh my goodness. I just used a different spread for that. That's okay. Just keep going. Okay. So how will your spirit guides communicate with you this week? We have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is about your harvest coming in. I think that you're going to get messages after messages after messages. You're going to get signs after signs after signs. This is about abundance flowing in. So I think that that's going to be one of your signs is when you start seeing these things that you've been manifesting starting to come in. Um, just like a showering of blessings. That's what I'm getting from that. And how can you best support yourself this week? We have the Page of Pentacles. So that is manifesting in a new opportunity. Um, so I think that I'm coming back to this World card here. So when one thing ends, that's just the beginning of something else. So I mean, we're manifesting in something new. And like I said, I feel like all your manifestations are starting to come in. They are starting to flow in. All right. So what is your best move forward this week? We have the Moon, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Pentacles. So the moon that connects me to that full moon energy, but it's also about facing your fears. With the Hierophant, this is about the things that you're committed to. This is about your belief systems. So, I mean, I think that we're going to challenge the things that, like these belief systems, we're going to challenge these belief systems that have been holding us back. Because with the Knight of Pentacles, this is about commitments too. This is about commitments too. We're facing our fears about the things that we have committed ourselves to. We're reanalyzing the things that we have committed ourselves to. All right, let's see. Looking at the rest of this spread. So what is ending? What is this ending? We have the King of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Empress. So the King of Wands is, that's fire energy. It's passion. It's an entrepreneurial spirit. So, I'm saying what I said, what is ending, I'm clarifying the world. I feel like this is more about what's coming in, though, after the ending. Because the Page of Swords is about a message. I feel like that possibly the King of Wands here is part of like what has closed out here is making an offer here. That's making an offer to the feminine. And it's coming out of nowhere, all of a sudden, bringing shifts. But it does bring changes. It does bring a sense of disillusionment, disappointment. Tell me more about that card. Why is that there? We have the Seven of Cups. That's confusion. The King of Cups. And the High Priestess. So, confused on the best way to emotionally handle something, but you do know how to do this. So this is about emotional intelligence. So the confusion, how do I emotionally, intelligently move forward? That's what I'm getting is like, it's using the emotional intelligence. I'm confused about how do I need to use my emotional intelligence to bring victory, to bring together these two opposing ideas, to bring victory to these two opposing ideas. I'm confused about how to do that. But yet I do actually know. I'm just not trusting myself. Okay. What else do I want to see about this? All right, what does this situation look like in 1 week? We have the Five of Swords, the Page of Wands, and Judgment. So the Five of Swords is it's feeling cheated. I think that there's going to be some drama with other people. This is immature. Yeah, with the Page of Wands, this is very immature behavior here, is what I'm getting. Drama, immature behavior that's going to lead you to have to make a decision, to have to make a judgment call about something. Tell me more about this decision. The Four of Cups, the Star, and the Six of Cups. So the Four of Cups is there's an offer being made. The Four of Cups is also this person. It reminds me so much of this energy too. I see it all the time. This person is focused on these three cups over here that are empty. I want these cups to be full. I want these cups to be full. They have this offer on hand, and for whatever reason, they're refusing the offer because they're focused on these cups. In this situation, they don't quite realize, and see, it's just here, it doesn't look like it's a big offer. But I think the secret is it's actually a huge offer. So here it looks like it's just one little cup. This isn't a huge offer coming in. It looks like it's just one little cup, but it is actually the Two of Cups, that high level soulmate energy. And it is actually a wish granted, a wish fulfilled. And we have this Six of Cups is that past life energy, that past life connection. This is someone from the past returning. So, I mean, it does very much lead up to me, the return of the masculine is what I'm getting from that. All right. So what about in 1 month? What does this situation look like in 1 month? We have the Knight of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. So the Knight of Swords is being very clear about what I want. And now then I need to ask for help. I'm going to need some help to make this happen. And then being kind of at a crossroads. There's a decision. This is the decision point right here at that 1 month point. All right. So are there any final messages that we need to know about this week to prepare us for this week? You have the Six of Swords, Justice, and the Eight of Wands. So the Six of Swords tells me this is to move us on. This is to get us moving on to calmer waters. We may have to go through, the drama, to get to the calmer waters, but this is about moving on. This is about transition. This is about getting away from the trauma of the past, and it's bringing justice to the situation. It's making things right. It's making things fair again. And it's going to happen very, very quickly. It's coming in very, very quickly. All right. So I'm going to close us out with the Art of Manifestation Oracle. So what can we do right now to help bring our manifestations in? Release the past. Releasing the past does not mean that we forget, nor does it mean that if something bad happens, that this was okay. It means that we make a personal choice to no longer allow our history to dictate and shape our life, both now and in our present time and in our future. So we're releasing the past. And I feel like that's the belief systems, the traditions, those commitments. We're releasing the things that are no longer meant to be in our lives. That's why the Tower has shown up. Things have been staying for far too long. So now it's time that we shake things up, move, get rid of the things that are just like dead weight at this point, so that we can move forward into this new connection here that is this love connection. We're moving to love. I mean, that's really what's happening. We're moving to love. And in order to do that, we have to release the things that are no longer serving us. All right, so I'm going to close it out there. I hope you guys have gotten some value out of this. And if you have, I would appreciate it if you would comment, like, and share. That helps to push this out to more people, helps to grow my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.